Jeff Bezos. From garage startup to galactic dreams. The life story of a relentless visionary. A curious boy with big dreams. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, to Jacklyn Gise and Ted Jorgensen. His early life was shaped by change. His parents divorced when he was still a toddler, and when Jeff was 4 years old, his mother remarried a Cuban immigrant named Miguel Mike Bezos, who adopted Jeff and gave him his last name. The family moved to Houston, Texas, where Mike worked as an engineer for Exxon. From a young age, Jeff displayed an insatiable curiosity and a strong aptitude for mechanics. As a child, he dismantled his crib with a screwdriver because he wanted to sleep in a real bed. He set up an alarm system in his room using tin foil and wires, and once built a solar cooker using aluminum foil to cook hot dogs. These early signs of ingenuity hinted at the inventor he would become. Summers on his grandfather's ranch in South Texas deepened his hands-on skills. Jeff helped fix windmills, castrate cattle, and lay pipe. His grandfather, Lawrence Preston Gise, a former regional director of the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, played a pivotal role in fostering Jeff's love of science, learning, and problem-solving. Jeff would later credit his grandfather as one of the most influential figures in his life. Academic excellence and an eye for the future, Jeff's academic career reflected his drive and focus. He attended River Oaks Elementary School in Houston and later Miami Palmetto High School in Florida after the family moved again. There, he excelled in science and technology, became a National Merit Scholar, and was valedictorian of his class. Even in high school, Bezos had grand ambitions. He told his teachers and peers that he wanted to build space hotels and amusement parks in orbit and envisioned millions of people living and working in space. These ideas were inspired by futurist and physicist Gerard K. O'Neill's concept of space colonization. Jeff went on to attend Princeton University, where he initially considered studying physics, but realizing he lacked the mathematical talent. To compete with peers in theoretical physics, he switched to computer science and electrical engineering. He graduated in 1986 with the highest honors and was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa, one of the most prestigious academic honor societies in the United States. Wall Street and the awakening of a visionary after Princeton, Bezos received job offers from several elite companies, including Intel and Bell Labs. But he chose to work at a startup called Fitel, a financial technology firm where he built networks for international trade. After 2 years, he moved on to Bankers Trust and then joined D.E. Shaw & Co., a hedge fund on Wall Street known for its intellectual rigor and use of quantitative analysis. At D.E. Shaw, Bezos rose quickly through the ranks and became the youngest vice president in the company's history. It was there that he met his future wife, Mackenzie Tuttle, a fellow Princeton graduate and one of the firm's research associates. They married in 1993. While at D.E. Shaw, Bezos came across a staggering statistic. Internet usage was growing by 2,300% annually. The number electrified him. He couldn't shake the idea that the internet would become the backbone of the future economy. With the analytical mind of a Wall Street executive and the soul of an inventor, Bezos began brainstorming online business ideas. Amazon is born, the garage startup, in 1994. At the age of 30, Bezos made a bold decision that would change the world. He left his high-paying job on Wall Street and moved to Seattle to start an online bookstore. With Mackenzie driving the car and Jeff writing up a business plan on a laptop, the couple made their way across the country to Washington State. Working. Out of a rented house with a garage office and a door on sawhorses as a desk, Bezos launched Cadabra Inc., which he later renamed Amazon.com after the largest river in the world, symbolizing the vast selection he envisioned for his store. He also liked that the name began with the letter A, which would help it appear early in alphabetical lists. Jeff's parents invested $245,000 in the fledgling business. Amazon.com officially went live in July 1995, selling books. It wasn't long before orders started pouring in from all over the country. Bezos emphasized customer experience from day one. The now legendary customer obsession became a pillar of Amazon's business philosophy. Within 2 months, Amazon was making $20,000 a week in sales. It expanded rapidly, first into music and DVDs, then toys, electronics, and more. Jeff's mantra was, get big fast, going public and surviving the dot-com crash. In 1997, Amazon went public with an IPO that raised $54 million. Many analysts were skeptical. Bezos repeatedly warned investors that Amazon would prioritize long-term growth over short-term profits. He reinvested nearly all revenue into infrastructure, logistics, and customer acquisition. Then came the dot-com bust in 2000. The bubble burst, and hundreds of internet companies failed. Amazon's stock price plunged from $107 to under $10. Critics predicted the company's demise, but Bezos held firm. He slashed costs, closed underperforming businesses, and focused on the core. The bet paid off. Amazon survived and emerged stronger. It expanded into new product categories and launched innovations like Amazon Prime, 2005, offering free 2-day shipping for a flat annual fee, a move that locked in customer loyalty. Bezos' insistence on efficiency also led to the development of Amazon Web Services, AWS, a cloud computing platform initially built to support Amazon's own operations. AWS soon became a standalone service and a cash cow, reinventing retail, revolutionizing everything. As Amazon evolved, it disrupted one industry after another. Its marketplace allowed third-party sellers to reach customers worldwide, turning Amazon into a global bazaar. The Kindle, released in 2007, transformed book publishing. Amazon Studios began producing original content, winning Emmys and Oscars. Whole Foods was acquired in 2017, signaling Amazon's ambitions in grocery retail. Amazon's impact on the global economy became undeniable. It reshaped how people shop, read, watch, and work. Bezos was no longer just a founder. He was a titan. He became known for his Day One philosophy. Every day at Amazon should be treated as if it's the first day of a startup, focused on innovation, urgency, and customer obsession. His 1997 shareholder letter was reissued every year as a cultural foundation for the company. Despite criticism over labor practices and monopolistic behavior, Bezos' influence only grew. In 2018, Amazon briefly became the second U.S. company to reach a $1 trillion valuation. Jeff Bezos became the richest man in the world, with a net worth exceeding $200 billion at its peak. Blue Origin. Reaching for the stars while building Amazon, Bezos never let go of his childhood dream of space. In 2000, he quietly founded Blue Origin, a private aerospace company, using his own money to fund it. Blue Origin's motto, Gradatim ferociter, Latin for step by step ferociously, encapsulated Bezos' methodical approach. For years, the company operated in secret, gradually testing rockets and engines at its West Texas facility. In 2015, Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket became the first to launch into space and land vertically, a milestone in reusable rocket technology. In 2021, Jeff Bezos himself went to space aboard New Shepard, alongside his brother Mark. Bezos has said that he founded Blue Origin because he wants to help humanity colonize space. He believes that heavy industry should move off Earth, preserving our planet for residential and light-use purposes. Personal life and challenges. Jeff Bezos' personal life has drawn considerable public interest. He and Mackenzie were married for 25 years and had 4 children together. In 2019, the couple announced their divorce in a joint statement on Twitter. Mackenzie received 25% of the couple's Amazon stock, worth about $36 billion at the time, making her one of the richest women in the world. Later that year, Bezos' relationship with media personality Lauren Sanchez became public. Sanchez would go on to accompany Bezos on philanthropic trips and Blue Origin events. The couple announced their engagement in 2023. Bezos has also been the subject of tabloid scrutiny, including a high-profile dispute with the National Enquirer over leaked personal texts. He responded by publicly accusing the publication of attempted Blackmail, earning praise for standing up to media intimidation. Stepping down and looking forward. In February 2021, Bezos announced he would step down as CEO of Amazon later that year. In July, he officially handed over the reins to Andy Jassy, head of AWS. Bezos became Amazon's executive chairman and turned his focus toward philanthropy, Blue Origin, and his other ventures. His exit from the CEO role marked the end of an era, but not the end of his ambition. He remains deeply involved in space travel and long-term planning projects like the 10,000-year clock built into a mountain in Texas, funded by the Bezos Family Foundation. Jeff also increased his philanthropic efforts. He committed $10 billion to fight climate change through the Bezos Earth Fund. He has supported homeless families, education, and vaccine distribution efforts, though he has received criticism for not pledging more of his wealth earlier. Jeff I. Bezos' life story is one of vision, risk-taking, resilience, and relentless innovation. He took a simple idea, selling books online, and turned it into one of the most powerful companies in human history. Along the way, he disrupted entire industries, from publishing to entertainment to spaceflight. He has been called a genius, a tyrant, a visionary, and a monopolist, but whether admired or criticized, few deny.